Hey guys, look, the emergency is just packed with ambulances and bodies and sick people coming in and out. Oh my God, this is terrible. Oh no, it's so busy. Oh my God, it's terrible. Look at the bodies lying everywhere. Oh, there's so many bodies, everybody. They're lying outside the banks and everything. Oh, there's some live ones over there, okay. The bodies are just everywhere. There's so much proof out there. Wow. Oh no, even on the roadway to the beach, it's full of bodies. Look how busy it is here with people picking up bodies. Shocking. Oh wow, do you hear it? The overwhelming sound level of those sirens from ambulances racing everywhere, picking up bodies from street corners and, oh my gosh, from homes. There's so many ambulances racing around. I can't handle the siren sound any longer. This is terrible. We must stay in our home prisons until this dangerous virus disappears. Come on, guys. Wake up. And here I am on the beach. Is that bodies floating over there? Oh no. That's some defectors from the home imprisonment. They're out there floating around. And all the stereotype brainwashed people say, how dare they? How dare they be out there swimming when they should be in their home? Horrible. Hi everyone, Mr. T here. Thanks for tuning in. Now, alright, I'm just on the beach here. Just wanted to show you how deserted it is during these times. You get a little dog and a couple of ladies behind me, just swimming over there. So anyway, that I enjoyed before the home imprisonment gets extended, which it's just about to be. So this is crazy, to rob these kind of freedoms from human beings. And the reason it's been robbed is because there's too many naive, stupid people who trust governments. So you know, what you believe is what you receive. And freedom comes with responsibility, and a lot of people in this world don't want to be responsible. They want this for free and that for free. Well, don't expect freedom then. Anyway, I'm going to look for some shade now because I happen to be bald, and after a while it cooks my eggs, so I'll be with you just in a moment. Guys and ladies, look at that. Completely deserted. The whole beach is empty. This is usually thick with people down here in the high season. Not a soul, just silly me. Or maybe I ain't that silly after all. This is very nice though. Got it all for myself. Let me just turn the camera around here. Here we go. I hope there's some light on my face. I just wanted to cover a few things about this whole situation. You've got America. It's always had, for the last many years, the gold rim around the flag inside the courtrooms, and people haven't paid attention to what that means. That means they're under martial law, and every year it gets renewed. It was just a very light martial law. They were giving everybody the illusion of freedom. But now they've moved the chairs and tables away, the curtains coming back gradually, so you can see the cold brick wall at the back of the stage and everything that's going on. So don't expect that any lockdown, which is you're being locked up. You're being imprisoned in your own home. You've been arrested. And what crime have you committed? None. It's the criminals that control us that's committed the crimes, and they keep committing them as we speak here. Anyway, let me just get some notes over here because there was a few things I wanted to cover. Now, so okay, the world has changed and it will be changing, potentially from bad to worse to horrible, but life must go on. So how do you make life go on? Well, one thing I wrote down here is purpose in life. Hang on, I'm just going to check. It's incredible. You got people out here. Yeah, so purpose in life. If we don't have a purpose, then most human beings wither away. So more than ever, it's important that you analyze your situation, come to the reality that, okay, the world's changed. We can all agree on that one. Yeah. For now, it's not how it usually is with shops open and business activity, etc. So the world has changed. It's just like Clint Eastwood said, adjust, improvise, and overcome. I'm now offering services for handling stress, handling how to make new incomes, etc. So if you're interested in that kind of consulting or coaching, then contact me at infohub-educatedtraveler.info. I'm also, with my advertising services for the local businesses, offering, 2 ads for the price of 1 while there's a curfew on. And there'll probably be a curfew on for a long time. That depends on the country you're living in. But I think it's very important that you set some new goals, or you just at least look into what can I do that keeps me busy and active, that can make me money. So if you don't have a business that can still be allowed to make money, or that structure doesn't work because you're relying on tourism or relying on something else that's now been crushed, then you have to think outside the square and say, okay, what am I good at? Well, first of all, being self-employed goes a long way. Maybe some of you have thought of it. Maybe you've been too scared sometimes to try it, but now you've been put in a position where it's survive or go hungry. So reflect on your skills. What am I good at? Or even what does the marketplace I'm in need that I could supply to them, that I would actually enjoy supplying? Some people may start baking cakes for some of the takeout places, and they can sell your cakes. Suddenly you have a purpose. Suddenly you're focused on that, and you're making money. Maybe, like me, you're a consultant, or you've been a psychologist for years, and there's people out there who need your help handling the stress and get them unstuck, mentally, so they can move forward in the face of all this uncertainty. Anyway, so that was about purpose. Now, also I think we should talk about who to keep in your life and who to reject, because I believe the reason that we are in this situation now where everything's shut down is because there's a lot of naive, stupid, needy people out there, and governments and big corporations just made new deals that, okay, this illusion of freedom is no longer profitable, so we're going to change it and show them who we really are, and down comes the curtain. So you got to disconnect from people who will do you harm, and the more desperate it gets out there, the more people will try to harm you that are on the wrong side. Okay, so know your friends now more than ever. Governments have spent years dividing and conquering us. The only type of division that I believe there should be right now is assholes and bitches and naive, dangerous people. Stay away from them, and then the good, realistic people, connect with them. Guys, a very, very sharp guy on all of this stuff just came walking past. He's written the book, The Missing Link. His name is Tim Rice. Tim, can you come behind me here? Because the light comes from a certain angle. So everyone, this is Tim Rice.
Hello, everybody.
So just tell them what you said about Kennedy now.
Oh, I was saying that with all this stuff that's going on about the conspiracy theory, back when Kennedy was in office, he actually put it to rest, and it was no more a conspiracy theory. Your chief of the country said that there was a secret group of people trying to destroy the world. So he gets killed a few weeks after he makes this speech, but then nobody says anything about it. Now it's something that goes back to conspiracy theory when the actual president of the United States told you that it wasn't a conspiracy theory. It was real because he felt it was real, and he tried to tell you, but nobody listened. So it's the masses that needs to come together, because there's a lot of conscious people, but the masses are of 90%. Y'all need to get together and wake up, and your president told you this. Go back in your history and you'll see that it's true. Exactly. It's not a conspiracy theory, it's real, okay? And study your research on 5G. Study it, and you'll see that it all makes sense. Be conscious, use your intuition, and you figure it out. Since you don't like conspiracy theories, be intelligent, be a conscious human being, because that's what you are. Otherwise, you're less than a human, you act like an animal.
Tune into Deborah Tavares, stopthecrime.net, and she has all the evidence in there of this 5G, what it does to the human body, and why they want to install it everywhere on the planet. while we are under home arrest. Thank you,
That's right.
Tim. I appreciate your comments again.
Right.
And,
And let them know it's not about the coronavirus, it's about a financial crisis. That's bigger than any coronavirus in the world. Y'all have a good day.
thank you, Tim. Take care. Enjoy the free walk down there. Yeah. All right, guys, that was powerful. Nice to have Tim on camera there. Now, how to be a rejection specialist. I think I touched on it in the last video. That means you don't let other people who are negative, who has a certain narrative that they just want to hook onto and believe in, manipulate you. It's better to disconnect them. I don't like divide and conquer, but because the governments have forced that onto humanity in so many different ways, we got to redivide the people now, at least in terms of who we hang out with and who we don't. So if they are not willing to learn when it's their turn, and when you've provided enough evidence of that this is a scam, this is sending us into heavy martial law and a totalitarian society to live in, then those people are going to become real weights in your life if you keep listening to them, hanging out with them, and they can even turn on you at some stage and adopt you into governments, and then you get to feel the full draft of the totalitarian oligarchs, you know. So be careful who you hang out with. The next thing I had was importance of planning. They say proper planning prevents poor performance. Hang on, I'll just get this motorbike out of the way here. So you take a piece of paper or your computer or whatever, every day you got a plan. When you're planning, you get two things. You get ideas and reminders. And even in these struggling times for people, there will be ideas coming up. And if you capture those ideas, and as silly as it seems to other people, you take action on them or try them out, then there will be new avenues of opportunities and success, even in the middle of all of this craziness. So make sure you plan and write everything down. And once you finish that task, cross it out, and then next. You're keeping your mind busy. You're stretching your mind to what else could I do to survive, to protect myself, to stock up, to prep for a potential physical attack or invasion, to prepare yourself against any thieves or desperate people who want to take the unearned and they're willing to hurt you or kill you to get it. They can send us right down that nasty path where everybody becomes so desperate. So prepare yourself. Don't rely that all these services we are so dependent on are going to be there. Like, imagine what's going to happen if they cut the internet and our communication. That gives them carte blanche to actually go in and do the most atrocious things to people. Pull people out of their homes, steal their properties. They can arrest anybody who's considered a, what do they call a home terrorist? That could be vaccinations, etc. So we don't want to go down that avenue. Well, I just wanted to make this little video just to bring some more realism to the table, but also just to get you a little bit more mentally prepared for what might be coming. With that, thank you very much for watching. If anybody wants to hire my services, I have a head full of ideas. If you just tell me what you normally do for a living and what your skills are, I'm sure I can suggest a lot of things that you could look into doing. It could be stress you're dealing with for the whole situation here, how to stay positive through this. Or it could be something else where you think, Mr. T, he may have the answers for me. I've been doing coaching for over 30 years, so feel free to send me an email, info-educatedtraveler.info, and I'll send you my very affordable martial law prices. Thank you very much. Feel free to share this video. Stay safe. Bye-bye.